just staying up there with it.
I know.
That's cool.
What's up, guys? So today I'm just gonna take a little bit chill. I'm gonna show you guys some clips, give you guys kind of a rundown of what the day was like. I didn't do a lot of recording inside of the factories as far as unloading or doing anything like that. I like to do that sometimes, but the problem is some of these factories are particular and they don't like recording inside of their facility, and I understand that. I also you know, a lot of times it's really busy and there's a lot of people coming in and a lot of people going out. So I usually try to respect that and be understanding that people are there, they're working, they're sweating, and you know, we got 200-300 people coming in and out, and it's, you know, they don't want to see me sitting there recording, and they don't want to be on camera, and you know. But I today, while I was usually if I have a bigger factory, you know, it takes multiple trips to get inside, and today of course was one of my larger factories, so I'm unloading everything, and you know, I took a cart in, and usually my first trip in, I'll go collect the cash. I will pull the freezer open, check it, I'll check the coolers, I'll go through and kind of organize a few things, check the snack rack, and basically I'm making sure everything is working the way it's supposed to be, it's operational. You know, that way if there's any problems, I notice them right away, and I can begin the process of addressing them with either the manager or the supervisor or whoever's on shift, and we can kind of go from there. So I was doing my normal routine check, and I'm unloading all my pop, and I kind of go through and I check, and I happened to notice that my freezer was off, and I was like, wait a minute, the light's not working. So I walked over there and I opened it, I'm like, oh, it's off. So I check, it's turned on, and I pull it out and I look, and it's been unplugged. So I'm like, that's weird. Well, I reached back and I plug it. You know, there was some other things plugged in where it was supposed to be at. I thought, okay, so they have unplugged it. So I unplugged their laptops and stuff, and I plugged in my freezer, because I was there first, for one. For two, my product requires freezing. For three, you know, they need to not unplug my product. So I unplugged their computers and plugged it in, and kind of went through and continued unloading, and got everything unloaded, and on my way back through, I happened to notice that the manager was there. I said, hey, I got a question for you. I said, yeah. I said, you wouldn't happen to know like how long my freezer was unplugged, would you? He said, are you kidding me? I'm like, no. I said, it's been unplugged. He's like, so of course he wants to go check it out. So I went in there and I looked, he's like, it's plugged in. I'm like, well, I just plugged it in. I said, you know, so I opened it up. I'm like, look, everything's thawed out. I mean, there's just water inside. There's all my product is at, I temped it all at 68 degrees, and checked the temperature of the freezer. You know, it's a freezer. It should be a freezer, right? So temperature is at 72. It's not supposed to be that temperature. So I was like, do you know how long this has been? I mean, is this like, you know, 4 hours ago? How long is it? Because, you know, the danger temperature, right? So freezer, yes, it should have been frozen continuously. right? Don't unfreeze it. If you unfreeze it, don't refreeze it. However, some products, as long as it was in the temperature range for a specific amount of time, below 41, it was fine. I know it was temping at 68, which was really high, and it probably took more than 4 hours to get there. So if it's out of the range of above 41 for more than 4 hours, it's got to be trashed. And he was like, none of us did that. I'm like, well, I don't know who would have done this. So then he starts investigating, and he was like, okay, so the computer belongs to these people. So they got a hold of him, and they said, we did not unplug anything. They said, we noticed it was unplugged, but we didn't do it. So he's like, who would be? He goes, well, yesterday we had yesterday morning, people in here working, doing the sounds, and he set his station up right here. I'm like, there's your culprit. He goes, he unplugged your freezer? I'm like, yep. He goes, man, he goes, so now what? Right? So now that's the hard part of my business. I've got a big chunk of money here, and a freezer full of food. It's $300-400. He's like, so what does that mean? I'm like, well, someone's got to pay for it. He's like, yeah. He's like, hold on, let me contact some people. So thankfully, these are really good people, really good folks. I've been with them for a long time. They understand. He asked me, he says, does this ever happen? I'm like, no, I've never had this happen before. He's like, that's weird. I'm like, yeah, it's real weird. So he's like, well, I tell you what. He's like, let me contact him. So he contacts his supervisor, and of course, it goes across all the would-be's, and finally it comes back in while I'm stalking. He's like, all right, well, somebody's paying for it, so calculate it up, send us an invoice, and we'll figure it out. I said, all right. So, of course, naturally, they should pay for it. That's just the rules, I mean, I didn't do it. It's on their property. They're responsible while they got it in their watch. And, if they can't keep it plugged in, they're responsible for replacing it, right? So, now, here's the thing. Had they refused, had they said, well, we're not paying for it, we didn't do it, not paying for it, what do you do, right? Some people, a lot of people, drop right out, walk out, run. Done. But here's the deal. You got a location. This has never happened before. Been with them for a long time. It's not their fault. You know the backstory. There's a lot of questions that play into this. So my thing is, it's not their fault. So if they said no, okay, it's $400. I'm gonna bite that, right? Because this is a large location. I'll make that up in 4 days, no problem. So I just, I would have probably just, said, I probably put up a fuss, and they made it known that I was unsettled about it, but they're really easygoing, good people, good folks, had no problems replacing it, making it right, and I didn't have to get upset or anything, but I would have moved on. That's just what it is. It's price of business, right? It sucks, but that's the way it rolls. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Today's kind of been a rough day. It's been a battle. There was a rough morning getting started. I had to replace a bill validator on one of my machines. It's $500. No matter how you look at it, $500. So I replaced that. I had a bunch of product that expired on me today. I had a machine, it's got a bunch of mold on it. I had to wipe it and clean it all up. I don't know if the humidity got real hot in there, and the machine kind of it got a little bit of water and stuff built up around it. It's one of my locations I only go to once every other month. But, I gotta get all the mold off there. A bunch of expired product too, so I had to clean out the expired stuff, and just price of business. Today was one of those days. Tomorrow, a long day tomorrow. I'm gonna do I got a long drive, but that's just the way it is. So one of my locations is about, so it was about an hour and 20 minutes away, but then I moved 35 minutes in the opposite direction. So now it's an hour and 45 minutes away. It's a long day, but it's the way it goes. I take it full advantage of it though, and I stopped by one of the stores, the Sam's Club that's up in that area. It's a lot larger than ours, and they carry some products that I carry on hand. They carry it in store. My Sam's Club does not. So I either have to order it online or I go to that store and pick it up. It's a lot easier to pick it up there. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'll bring you guys along and let you guys hang out with us, and I'll keep you guys updated on how this goes. I'm sure they'll pay for it and it'll be no problem. I typed up the invoice and wrote it all up, see what it was going to cost. I think the cost was around like $269 or something like that. So really not too terribly bad. That's not a big deal, but that's money. So every step back is a step back, not a step forward. So we do have some I am going to be placing some water dispensers in a location. So I got 3 of them they want. So I actually have one. I have a market inside the factory already, but they want water. So hey, good deal. Anyways, that's about it. I'm going to pull in, I'm not sure if I'll play it before or after or during some of the recordings that I've got. I'll probably attach those in here somewhere and show you guys, all the frozen stuff that I had to waste, and then I'll show you the process of getting the day started, and then yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's not much, but I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on today, and kind of a weird day, and I'm trying to get back into recording. And I recorded last week. I probably recorded 7 hours of footage, and it was all horrible footage. I had the camera flipped up wrong. There was just a bunch of different stuff, and I didn't like any of the footage I had, so I didn't use it. I just made some shorts and stuff like that out of it. You notice I do a lot of shorts. It's a lot easier to post a short. It's quick and easy versus these longer YouTube videos. Take a lot of time to edit. The phone takes a long time. My phone's busy. Business owners, phones are busy. Plus I'm married, so I'm spending more time with my wife, trying to get acclimated. We got this land, trying to keep the land up to date. Busy guy, busy life, but that's how it goes, right? If you haven't already, be sure and like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Right now, I believe we're at 69 followers. Hopefully, we'll be at 70 or 71 soon. The goal is to try and get to 100 subs by November. That's the goal, right? Would love to have 100. Now, I'd love to have 1,000, 2,000. I like to see it. I'd like to see this channel take off. I'd like to see all 3 of our channels take off. Mine, my wife's, our homestead channel. Be sure and follow those as well. The homestead channel. I've got the link in my bio. But anyway, I'm gonna hop off here, get home. I would say my wife has food either cooked or cooking, and it's been a long day. I'm gonna finish it out, get ready for tomorrow, and I will see you guys tomorrow back with more videos. Bye.